Let me hit you with a hard truth right from the jump. Just because he says he likes you doesn't mean he actually does. I know. Ouch. But you're here because deep down, something isn't adding up, right? You're not crazy. You're not overthinking. Your gut is whispering, and it's time we listen together. Because anyone can say the words. The real question is, does he mean them? We live in a world where saying I like you is easier than ever. People say it in texts, DMs, voice notes, even memes. But here's what you need to know. Words are cheap when there's no action to back them. And if you've been feeling confused, like he's giving just enough to keep you interested, but not enough to feel secure, that's not a vibe. That's a red flag dressed in charm. Let's break this down. First big sign? Inconsistency. One day he's showering you with attention. Late-night texts, voice notes that sound like a Nicholas Sparks audition. Next day? Radio silence. Then boom, he's back like nothing happened. This isn't passion. It's not him being busy. It's him managing your expectations just enough so you don't walk away. Because let's be real, someone who truly likes you doesn't disappear when it's inconvenient. You want practical? Here's a test. Pay attention to his follow-through. Does he say he wants to see you, but never actually makes plans? Does he talk about how amazing you are but keeps things casual? For 6 months straight? That's not someone who's emotionally invested. That's someone enjoying the benefits of your presence without the commitment of your presence being permanent. And look, I get it. It's nice to hear, I like you. Especially if you've been through people who never said it. Or said it and broke your trust. But liking you isn't a compliment. It's a responsibility. And someone who genuinely likes you will act like it when no one's watching. They'll remember small things you say. They'll care about how your day went. They'll be consistent, not just when they're bored or lonely, but because they actually want to build something with you. Another sign he might be lying? You feel like you're always guessing where you stand. If someone likes you, you won't need to decode every text like it's a CIA memo. You'll know. Not because they said it once while tipsy at 1 a.m., but because their actions consistently reinforce their words. If you're having to analyze every emoji or wonder why he viewed your story but hasn't replied to your message, chances are you're chasing validation, not partnership. Let's take an example. A woman I coached, let's call her Laura, was dating this guy who told her, constantly, how much he liked her. But for 6 months, they only met at his place. No dates, no introductions, no real effort. When she brought it up, he said he was just not the relationship type. And yet, there he was, still enjoying all the emotional support of a relationship. She finally realized, liking her wasn't enough. If it was, he would have acted like a man ready to show up, not hide behind vague excuses and dim lighting. Here's something funny, but real. If someone tells you I like you, but I'm not ready for anything serious, what they really mean is, I like you enough to enjoy your energy, your time, your emotional labor, but not enough to actually commit. It's like going to a restaurant, smelling the food, sitting at the table, but never ordering. They're enjoying the vibe. You're starving, and they have no intention of paying the bill. So what do you do when you suspect he's not being real with his feelings? First, step back and look at the full picture. Does he ask about your life? Is he supportive when it matters, or only when it benefits him? Does he introduce you to his friends? People who like you want to show you off. They include you. They don't keep you in the background like an embarrassing browser tab they forgot to close. Second, communicate clearly. And I don't mean the let's talk about us panic text at 11 p.m. I mean a grounded, clear conversation where you state what you want. not in a needy way, but in a confident, self-respecting way. Because if you're scared to ask where you stand, it's usually because you already know the answer, and you're hoping you're wrong. Now here's the big one. Don't just listen to what he says when you confront him. Watch what he does after. Anyone can talk their way through a single conversation. But consistent effort after that, that's where the truth lives. If he really meant it, things change. If he didn't, he fades. And I know that sucks. But clarity always feels better than confusion, even when the truth stings. Let's not sugarcoat it. You deserve someone who doesn't just say they like you, but shows it in ways that are calm, consistent, and kind. Someone who texts because they're thinking of you, not because you posted a hot selfie and they got jealous. Someone who makes plans and keeps them, who sees you as a priority, not a placeholder. If you're not getting that, then what you're calling potential is just wishful thinking in a pretty disguise. Here's the real talk. When someone likes you, it won't feel like a constant test. It won't feel like you're waiting to be chosen. You won't need to rehearse your texts, shrink your needs, or laugh at jokes that don't land just to keep the peace. You'll feel secure, seen, wanted. You'll feel like you're moving forward, not standing still in emotional quicksand. So the next time someone says, "I like you," pause. Don't get swept away by the sound of it. Ask yourself, is this person building something real with me, or just building up my hopes? Are they showing up or showing off? Because your time, your heart, and your energy are way too valuable to be spent on someone who only likes you when it's convenient. Now it's your turn. I want to hear from you. Have you been in this kind of situation? Are you in one right now? Drop a comment. Tell me your story. Share this video with a friend who might need to hear it today. Someone who deserves more than pretty words and half-hearted effort. And hit that subscribe button, because I promise you, this is just the beginning. You deserve clarity, connection, and the kind of love that never has to be questioned. Let's find it together.